All right, anyway, I guess you do want to get back to what I was talking about because I find that conversation so interesting. Thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Marina, for moderating. Like, I'm gonna put it this way, man. Like, can I, let me see if I can find a way to. I'm trying to collect my thoughts a little bit, man. Like, yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Kenneth, man, Cash, everybody, man. Thank you guys. Hey, by the way, you guys like that little conversation we just had for the last 30 minutes about what life is like today, what I think about the economy today? Do you guys, what's it called? Man, Cash Money, I appreciate you, sir. Cash Money, thank you. We're about to go to a Russian restaurant right now. Thank you, Wayne. Do you guys enjoy that conversation we had? Well, let me continue with this. Because my family my mom used to make fun of my dad about this all the time, actually. My mom is like, damn, everywhere you leave, they prosper. Meaning, when we left China in 2000 and 2002, we ultimately, unfortunately, missed out on this fantastic economic miracle. Our family missed out on it. We totally missed out on it. We went to America. We had a very quiet life. We had what I call the quiet struggle in America. Meaning, we were in Chicago, we were in Kent, Ohio, we were in North Carolina. Our family really struggled for many, many years. And I always tell people this: if I would never left for America, I would have never had to struggle in my life. I would have not known what the struggle felt like, because my family was middle class. We were actually slightly upper middle class in China. So I always had everything I needed as a young man. As a young kid growing up, I had all the clothes that I needed. I had all the good food I wanted. I went to a great school. I was a great student. I didn't need or want for anything. When I went to America was the first time in my life that I felt poverty, that I felt poor. For the first time in my life as a young man, living in America was the first time that I felt poor. I never felt that way before in China when I was growing up, because my family did well for ourselves. But when we went to America, to be very brutally honest, we were poor. And I finally understood what it meant to be poor for the first time in my life. Thank you, Jack 12. And it gave me a lot of life perspective. See, the way I look at life nowadays as we walk to our destination is that a lot of life for me is all about the experience. If I never went to America, maybe my life would have been smooth, very, very smooth sailing here in China. Maybe I would have never known the idea of the struggle. See, the struggle is a beautiful thing. Do you guys know why I freaking stay in those cheap ass hotels? Do you guys know why I stay in those cheap hotels and I'm very frugal? Do you guys really think it's because I can't afford to live in a nicer hotel? You think it's because I can't live in a better hotel every night? Do you guys know why I freaking stay in those $18, $20 hotels? Do you guys know the reason why? One of the reasons is because I'm frugal. Another reason is because I believe in the struggle. I believe that entirety of life for me should be a struggle. Now, it doesn't always have to be a painful struggle, but it should always be an upward struggle. Does that make sense? Like, if I was out here and everything was comfortable, I was at the Ritz-Carlton every night, it wouldn't fit the definition of what made me the human being that I am today, which is the product of struggle. Thank you, Trina and Jane. Does that make sense, everybody? It is the product of struggle. Thank you, Nick. That is the reason why I make the decisions. That's why a lot of people back in June were not happy with me when I said, this is a place to come and work. If you are my assistant, you are going to be working as hard as I am going to be working. I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I don't do, because I work 8, 9, however many hours consecutively every single day. Does that make sense? I believe in the struggle. The struggle is beautiful. So all that is to say, man, like, you know, a lot of times I miss so many things that my family potentially could have had if we never went to America. We potentially, now this is going to be hard for me to say this, but this is the truth. If we never went to America, thank you, Arashi, if we never went to America and we stayed here in China, potentially my family could be wealthier than where we are today in America. Potentially, it's possible. Because my dad might have bought 2 or 3 apartments in Shanghai. He might have bought 2 or 3 apartments in Shenzhen and Beijing. But we didn't, because we went to America. And we have a very normal and peaceful life in America, but we are not wealthy. We're not wealthy by any means. So all that is to say, like, there's no regrets at all on our family's part because of the mind, the things that we learned, the man that I became. Does that make sense? You can't measure everything in life using dollars and cents. You have to measure it using the experiences that you accumulate as a man or a woman. That is my ultimate barometer for my life. Does that make sense, everybody? Follow the channel, share this live stream. Another freaking loudspeaker. Now we're really almost at our destination. Let's keep moving, man. Follow the channel and share this live stream. I love talking to y'all about this, man, because a lot of people, you guys have to understand, man. If you have, this is, I think, the biggest. How do I say this, man? Like, the biggest difference between what I see between America and China today, the biggest difference that I see today in terms of being a regular folk here, like if you're let's say you're 40 years old. Let's just say right now you are 40 years old and you are a mother or a father to 2 kids, okay? And you have a job that pays you $85,000 a year back home in America. You're not rich, but you're not poor either. And you have a spouse that makes, let's say, $65,000 a year. I just think that there's a lot more situations like that where back home in America, you don't have to worry about losing your job. You get by. The way I kind of explain it is like this, because I'm having a hard time communicating this. Here, everything is so much more competitive. So much more competitive, so much more reliant on who you know. Especially here in the north, here in the northeast, your connections. Oh, who do you know? Oh, you got a good job? Oh, you want to get your kid into this good job? Who do you know? So much less of that back home in America. Especially so that's what I just don't know if I communicated this well enough. It's just like I don't, man. Follow the channel, man. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, All Things. I don't know if I communicate. Man, let me keep walking down the street over here. Let's keep moving, man. I'm just like, there's so many thoughts in my mind. I'm trying to communicate it all. Let's keep moving. Daniel Collector said we work to pay taxes in America. Thank you, Just Kirby. Follow the channel and share this live stream, please. I'm gonna think about this a little bit more, man. But I think you guys, frankly, understand my message, man. Like, the key message for today. Thank you, Hyo2. What up, Hyo2? Thank you, Hyo2. Man, the key message today is very simple, man. The last 20 years was really, really important. Like, it was really, really important. I cannot understate the importance of the last 20 years. And I don't mean to say this from like an arrogant perspective, man. Thank you, Wayne and Fally, as I lean against this post over here. But it's like, I'm just very grateful that things worked out in the last 20 years. Because if we went to America and we effed it up, we would have lost everything. We would have lost everything. Just think about it. If we went to America 25 years ago and we fucked it up, we would have lost everything. Because A, we would have lost out on the tremendous economic opportunities here in China. And B, we wouldn't have found the American dream, so we would have lost everything. And with God's blessing, that's why I'm so thankful and grateful. With God's blessing, See, a lot of times people overestimate their own abilities. People always think, I succeed because I'm smart. I succeed because I work hard. Dog, there's people that work hard everywhere in this world. There's a street cleaner cleaning the street at 4 a.m. in the morning. He or she works a lot harder than you. There's a lot of people that work hard in this world. There's a lot of people that are smart in this world. A lot of times I just kind of realize, thank you, A. Jimenez, things worked out for us because we were lucky. Like, that's literally, the older I get, like, I don't know if like the older people agree with me on this, man. Like, the older I get, the more I just kind of realize a lot of times you succeed in life just simply because you were lucky. You were at the right place at the right time. You met the right person. You married the right woman. You married the right man. Whatever it is, you were at the right company at the right time. You were just lucky. Thank you, Humble. You were just lucky. It's not because you were smarter than the neighbor. You worked harder than your neighbor. You were just lucky. And this is why, like, I'm so grateful for everything I have, because I firmly believe that we found the American dream because we were just lucky. That's it. Not because we were smarter, not because we worked harder. Everybody worked hard. Everybody, every Chinese person I knew worked hard in America. I didn't find anybody who didn't work hard. We just got lucky. Thank you, Mo Green. God bless our family and God bless me, because we would have been really bad if we weren't here for 20 years of spectacular growth. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, A. Jimenez and Mo Green. Christopher, I couldn't agree more. Now, Dylan just texted me. He wants to see lunch. So let me move this along. Dylan, I'm going to lunch right now, okay? Let's go to lunch right now. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Just got lucky. I can't believe that one question led to like a 45-minute answer. This is why, like I said, I don't think Ken is watching right now. You should go to that man's page and kind of look at this interview that he had with a female interviewer, because I was really thinking about a lot of the things that he was saying in that interview, like how the world works today, how money works, how to spread it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was watching that interview, and in my bed when I had some downtime, and I was just thinking about it all, and I was like, you know, that's kind of like, that's a very, very interesting way to think about things. Very interesting way to think about things. So let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Streets are indeed very clean. I think we are almost at our first destination. Oh, what's the word of the day today? Word of the day is struggle. Oh, he said the word of the day is struggle. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Let me think about how to say struggle in Chinese, because I don't even know how to say struggle in Chinese. Like the right word to convey the word struggle. You know, hey, I got some more stories, man. Listen to my stories, man. I got so many stories. I'm so passionate about sharing these stories with you guys on this Saturday night, on my Sunday morning. When my father, I told you guys this once before, but I'm gonna go in a little bit more detail, man. My father went to high school in one of the poorest places in China. I showed you what Shanxi looks like, the beautiful place, but it's unfortunately also very poor. Thank you for the roses. When my father went to high school, he actually went to boarding school because his hometown was so poor. They didn't have a good school, so my dad had to go to boarding school in order to get a good education. So when he was at boarding school, there were 7 other boys who slept in the same bedroom as him. Thank you, Sonia and Duda. So there were 8 boys in one bedroom. Actually, there might have been 12. Are you either 8 or 12? And this was in the 1970s. And 1981, I think my dad went to college in 1981. My dad was telling me these stories about how late at night in his dormitory in this poor high school in this poor part of China, there was this one young man in his dormitory, because it was lights out by 10 o'clock. So you couldn't stay up past 10 o'clock. So the lights were off. You couldn't even turn on the light. There was this one young man who used a freaking oil lamp. I'm gonna say that again. This young man in 1979 and 1980, in order to study and hit the books for a little bit longer, burnt a freaking oil lamp. He literally put oil in a lamp and burnt it so he could have a light so that he could study. Now, my dad is like, the moral of this story, my dad was telling me, is that this genius was burning an oil lamp which emits smoke. And it filled the whole freaking dormitory with smoke. And they couldn't even sleep. They couldn't even sleep at night because this guy was burning a freaking oil lamp in the bedroom, in the dormitory. Why? Because he wanted a chance to go to college. He wanted a chance to go to college. He wanted a chance to change his life. And in my father's generation, everybody that went to college changed their life. Some people didn't get into college the first time. Thank you, Jules, for subscribing. Thank you, Jules. Some people didn't get into college the first time. They tried it again. They tried it the next year. But eventually, they all went to college. My dad was telling me, like, in his high school, everybody in his dormitory went to college. And they changed their lives. You know what I'm saying? My dad is 60 years old. My pops was born in 1964. And now it's 2024. So my pops just turned the big 60 this year, back in May. So my dad is 60 years old. But it's just like, it's a very different society, a very different generation than the one that my father lived in. Because even though my father was poor, thank you, Greg, and all things, and Pow Lab, even though he was poor, everybody was poor. Everybody was the same. Everybody was equal. Everybody was the same. Now, not everybody is the same anymore. Thank you, Kick Ass. Does that make sense? So please follow the channel and share this live stream, y'all. We're gonna try to go to lunch now. Dylan is asking for it, so let's go to lunch now. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. So many thoughts in my head. Let's keep it moving. Got a lot of crazy thoughts, man. I'm crazy, y'all. Thank you, Jules, for extending your subscription. I feel like you just extended it twice. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate it. Thank you. Peony, you did not miss the Siberian Tigers. That's coming up. That's coming up next. Next couple of days. I gotta avoid the crowds, but that's coming up in the next couple of days. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Follow the channel. I hope I'm not crazy, man. I just have a lot of observations about life. Just have a lot of observations. Also, you know what's kind of crazy. Thank you, Pow Lab, for the flag battle. Another observation that I have nowadays about living here in China is that it's a lot harder to be a kid nowadays. Don't look at the fact that they have video games and they have cell phones and they have a much more comfortable, they have cars, parents have cars. I actually think nowadays it's a lot harder to be a kid living here in China than it is in my generation, because the competition is so fierce. You got to compete for limited resources. You got to compete for limited high school spots. You got to compete for the college entrance. There's so much competition. So it's like, for me, when I think about all this stuff, and you kind of watch the way society. This is why I love living in China, by the way. I love living in China not only because it's affordable, it's safe, it's clean. And that's not the only reason I love living here in China. One of the biggest reasons I love living in China, perhaps the biggest reason, is because, like I said before, I feel like I'm in school. And thank you, Derek. Derek is here. Derek, we're about 2 hours into this live stream. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and we're walking to our lunch spot now. It's time to go get some lunch. But anyway, I just think, like, nowadays it's like, Mr. Derek interrupted my train of thought over here. One of the biggest reasons I love living here in this country is not just because it's clean and affordable. It's because I observe, and it makes my mind think. This is a thinking place. The thing about America, and I don't mean this as a disrespectful thing for any Americans who are living over there in America. America is a place where you can really let some years go by. It's a very comfortable place. For me, America was a super comfortable place. Chapel Hill was comfortable. Chapel Hill is beautiful. Seattle, even though I hated Seattle, Seattle was a comfortable place. I had a comfortable apartment. You know, there really wasn't much change. Everything was the same. America is a very comfortable place. Very, very comfortable. Life is very comfortable. But here, there's so much change going on. Such a complicated society. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sandy M, for extending your subscription. Thank you, Sandy. Such a complicated society here that it makes the mind think about things that I never thought about when I was in Chapel Hill. I think about things I never thought about when I was in Seattle. My mind is like exploded. Why do you guys think I made this freaking channel? How do you think this channel was born? It was born because my freaking mind was just racing and thinking because I was exposed. Your mind was just racing and thinking because I was exposed to so many things here. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Carrie BZ. All right, let's go to lunch. Go to lunch right now. This is also, by the way, it's a very, very typical middle class, upper middle class neighborhood over here. This is what the neighborhoods in northern China looks like. Thank you, Humble and A. Jimenez. Thank you, Lavish. Let's keep it moving. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. Are we there yet? I don't, man. I'm telling you guys, this is, I guess, what makes our channel different. Is how we could literally just walk down the street for 2 hours. We could walk down the street for literally 2 hours and just listen to me blab. Just listen to me yap. You know what I mean? Just listen to me yap. I'm doubly blower. I'm not trying to sell you on living in China because I don't think it is for everybody. I don't think it's the right decision for everybody. Thank you, Fuel Mule. Thank you very much. I don't think it's the right decision for everybody, especially if you seek comfort. A lot of people love comfort. You know, this is not, unless you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a place of hustle. People here hustle. People here work hard. It's a competitive place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the best way is, I'll tell you one thing that'd be a really cool thing. If you are near retirement age and you're collecting Social Security, and you're collecting Medicare, you have Social Security, and let's say you make like whatever, let's say you make $4,000 or $5,000 a month from Social Security. Thank you, Sunny E. Thank you, Suni. Thank you, A. Jimenez, for the glowfish. Thank you. This would actually be a very nice place to live in. But if you're a freaking mother or a father of 3 kids, and they got a good life in America, you gotta make a lot of money here in China to give them the same quality of life that you give them in America. So this is not for everybody. Me as a young single person right now, I don't have any kids, I don't have a wife, you know, I don't have any attachments, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a family yet, so this is perfect for me. But you know, one day it may not. If I have a kid, I might go back to America. I might go back to Chapel Hill. I might go back to Seattle. Not Seattle. Hell no, not Seattle. I'm sorry, Lavish. I'm sorry, Kelly from Seattle, but hell no, I ain't going back to Seattle. But somewhere like Los Angeles, you know, Seattle, Chapel Hill, Las Vegas, Florida. These are all places I would think about if I move back home to America. So keep it moving. All right, man. Keep it moving, everybody. What was the downfall for me in corporate America? My heart just wasn't in it. I was just there to collect a paycheck. And if any of you guys are watching and you feel the same way, like, I was just in corporate America to collect a paycheck. I was not there because I loved the job. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Jules, for extending your sub and for the Corgi. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Nerd Girl. I wasn't there because I loved the job. I was just there to collect a paycheck. And, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't conducive to my long-term goals in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to work every single day with one purpose and one purpose only. To get through today doing minimum work, having minimum friction, and just leave and go home. That was my only goal every single day going to work. do as little work as possible, have minimum friction, and just go back home. That was my goal every day. And that's not a good way to live life. That's like, I just like, give me my check. And I said it to my direct manager one time, which don't do what I did. This is one of my downfalls. I said it to my direct manager at my old job. I said, I'm just here to get paid. So don't do what I did, because I'm too real. See, this is why the streams are successful, because I'm real. I literally told my direct manager at work, I'm just here to get paid. Don't do what I did. Do not do what I did. That was not smart. That was not a smart thing to do. Okay? I told her this. I said, dog, listen, why do you think I'm here? I'm here to get paid. Okay? So don't do what I did. That was not an intelligent decision. So, like, but that's not a good, now, you see, now I do this, look, I did this thing for 2 years with no pay whatsoever. And I was as enthusiastic as I am now. I did it for 2 years. I never live streamed 2 years ago. I made a bunch of videos on YouTube. Nobody watched them. Go to YouTube right now. Type in my username, the Monkey Kong, and you will find those old videos that I made where I got like 300 views, 800 views. Doesn't matter. I still kept on doing it because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I was willing to do it for free. Does that make sense? I was willing to do it for free, and this is why the channel is successful, because even if nobody tuned in and I wasn't making any money from this, I still keep doing it. I still keep doing it because I enjoy it. It gives me a sense of purpose. Does that make sense? Good. Please follow the channel and share this live stream. I think Dylan can't wait anymore. Dylan, let me go find that lunch spot now. So first of all, I actually want to take you guys to this church right here. This is our first destination. It's kind of hard to believe, man. We're freaking 2 hours into the live stream and we are only at our first destination. 2 hours into the live stream, we have finally arrived at our first destination, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, All Things and Me the Scientist. We have finally arrived at our first destination, y'all. 2 hours into the live stream. I love this comment. Thank you, Sonny. Hold on one second. I love this comment. We gotta pin this comment. All right, our first destination today. Thank you, Akaika. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love that comment, by the way, Flow Thoughts. This country is not our enemy. They are not our enemy. I'll tell you who, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Let me tell you guys, you know who is our enemy? I have figured this out. Do you know who is our enemy? I'm gonna tell you guys who is our enemy. Our enemy is the companies that buy up entire apartment complexes, doubles the rent. That's our enemy right there. Our enemy is a media that lies to us, selectively presents information and manipulates it in a way to manipulate our mind. That's our enemy. Do you understand? Like, our enemy is the people who are trying to deliver shareholder returns by jacking up prices on everyday consumable goods. That's our enemy right there. This country is not our enemy, man. I'm telling you guys, man. People have lives to live. People have things that they need to do. They have lives to live. You know what I mean? And when somebody comes up and buys up your entire condominium and then tells you got a 30% rent increase coming, that's our enemy right there. That is our enemy. Does that make sense? When somebody buys the house right next to you and then tries to buy your house and then tries to turn it into a rental unit so they could jack up the rental prices in the entire neighborhood, that's our enemy right there. So follow the channel and share this live stream, please. This is our first destination today. This is not a very popular spot. You can see there's not a lot of people in the square taking photos, but this is one of the many authentic Russian-style buildings here in the city of Harbin. So you check out this building right here, Orthodox Russian church. You can see this is very obviously a Christian church over here. So yeah, this is absolutely Russian. Absolutely, Phil Hilmil. This is Russian church. And I appreciate the Galaxy earlier, Fuel Heal Meal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at this. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to go in, but it's Sunday, so they should be service. I don't know why I can't go in. The first one I couldn't go in because it was a popular tourist attraction, but this one right here is obviously a Christian church. So everybody that tells you there's no religious freedom in China, they lying. This literally right here in the middle of a freaking square is a huge Christian church. So let me come over here, see if I could walk in. Thank you, Subi, and all things. Let me see if I could walk into this church. So this is our first destination, a Russian Orthodox Christian church. I would imagine this place is probably at least 100 years old, but because it's not as grandiose as oh, look at this. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, that's freaking gorgeous. This is not in Europe, y'all. This is in China. Look at this. Thank you, Miss T. This is gorgeous. Man, look at this. Thank you, Rose Upwell and Akaika. Thank you very much, Sunny. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful church. So this is a older Orthodox Christian church. Usually churches are open to the public here in China. This one, because it's a older, see, check this out right here. So this is about 14,800 square meters. So this is huge. Oh my God, this is about 150,000 square feet. This entire plot over here is about 150,000 square feet. This was built in 1930. So this is exactly 94 years old. So this church right here is 94 years old. It was built by the either by the Russians. Yeah, I think this was built by the Russians. Oh, you can go in. Oh, you can go in. First of all, you gotta take off your hat. I'm trying to see if there's anything that says no filming. It says don't play on your phone, don't talk on your phone, no smoking. We can go in. This is the Harbin Christian Church over here. There's a Holy Bible here. is amazing. Follow the channel, y'all. I'm gonna give a little donation to the church. Hold on one second. I'm gonna give a little donation to the church. You could, oh, actually, you know what? You could give a donation right here. Give a little donation right here. Hold on one second. So all the cash that I have is like 35 yuan, so it's like $5, $5 US. Give a little bit of an offering to the church. Let's go ahead and get them out of here.哎，我刚才上去了，我撤了。
进了，我给你们介绍介绍来。
没事，我撤了。
家于哪儿的？
我是华人，我从美国回来的华人。
啊。
对，我先撤了。好。
来，我给你们简单介绍介绍，别走啊。啊。耶稣爱你们，读你们经啊。谢谢。欢迎读圣经啊。帽子。
哦。So he just said Jesus loves you. He wanted to give us a tour, but I didn't really want to bother him. He wanted to give us a tour inside. He just said Jesus loves you, and I decided to leave. But so you guys could kind of see what's going on, right? Thank you, Paulav. Thank you, Paulav. Thank you, Kirby. Yeah, that's what he just said. He said, Yesu爱你们, which means Jesus loves you. Yeah, I never thought when I started streaming here in China, we'd be standing at a... I never thought when I started streaming in China, we'd be standing in front of a Christian church. Thank you, Mr. Hot and Sour and Fancy. Yeah, let's go ahead and get up out of here, man. Thank you, A Day in the Life and A Jimenez. Let's get up out of here, y'all. This is beautiful. 94-year-old church. Thank you, Stephen and Audrey. Thank you, Amor Lindo. God bless everybody. And I want people to remember, man. So a lot of the things that we read in the media isn't what they tell us. You know, they tell you that here in China they don't have religious freedom. It's not true. I mean, it's just false. It's just a false statement. You know what I'm saying? You can see we're in the middle of a huge neighborhood over here, and this church is the centerpiece of this neighborhood over here. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at the cross. So, you know, it's just, I think a lot of people back home in America, they have, not even just in America, you can see the Chinese flag over here. What did I tell you guys if you've been watching my show? Thank you, Amor Linda. What did I tell you guys if you've been watching my show for a long time? I realized here in China that any major religious place that you go to, if it's a mosque, a Muslim mosque, or a Christian church, a Catholic church, whatever it is that you go to, is always going to have a Chinese flag on the grounds. Thank you, Paulav. It's always going to have a Chinese flag. Why? Because you have to remember, here in China, even though there is religious freedom, thank you, Rita Mattel, you're free to be Muslim. Thank you, Wayne. You're free to be Muslim, you're free to be Christian, you're free to be whatever, as long as it's not a cult. But you guys have to remember, it cannot be above the state. Thank you, Wayne. It cannot be above the country. This is why, like, it's free to, you could be Buddhist, you could be Taoist, you could be Christian, you could be Muslim, but you also have to be Chinese. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You also have to be Chinese. Does that make sense, everybody? So this is why everywhere you go, you're going to see a flag at a major mosque, at a major Christian church. The flag is going to be there because being a religious person doesn't exempt you from the fact that you are still Chinese. It has to be very, very clear to the people who are watching this. Thank you, Bali. So I've shown you so many of these religious places here in China. Some of them we can go into, some of them we can't really go into, but you're always going to find a flag. Always. Thank you, Martha Hood, and thank you, Bali Truth. And I think that's probably the hardest part for a lot of Western media to understand and digest, is they kind of confuse the hierarchy of it with lack of freedom. It's not the lack of freedom, it's just a coexistence. Coexistence doesn't mean lack of freedom. Okay, so follow the channel and share this live stream. Thank you, Love My World and BB. Let's go to our next destination, or do y'all want to go directly to lunch? What y'all want to do? I'm happy to do either. Thank you, Love My World and Wayne. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to go directly to lunch, or do y'all want to? Everybody's saying lunch. I want to go to lunch? Everybody's saying lunch. Y'all ready to go to lunch? All right, if that's the case, then let me look up my restaurant. Y'all want to get some Russian food? All right, y'all ready to get some Russian food? Thank you, Love My World. Let's go to lunch. All right, let's go to lunch. Well, let's go to lunch. Man, it's been quite a live stream today, man. We did 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we've already gotten 100,000 views already. We've gotten 100,000 views and over 85,000 viewers already. That's incredible. That's incredible, man. That is literally incredible, everybody. All right, let's go to lunch.这个俄罗斯餐厅什么时候打烊啊？ Man, I appreciate it. Thank you, all things. I appreciate that, Jane. Thank you for that comment. I really appreciate it. Let's keep it moving. Once again, one last look at this church. 94-year-old church. Wayne and Amor Lindo. Pamela, thank you. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. All right, time for lunch. Got some good news and some bad news. Good news, lunch is gonna be very fancy. Bad news, thank you, Lavish and Wayne. Bad news, 15-minute walk. So there's gonna be more bullshit coming from me in the next 15 minutes. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Lavish. Thank you, Miss T. A 15-minute walk to get to the restaurant. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you, Tip Top. Thank you, Annabelle. So what y'all think of the city so far? The city of Harbin. What do you guys think? Thank you, Wayne. What do you guys think? Thank you, Des and Wayne. What do you guys think of the city? Y'all will rock with this place. Very beautiful. A lot of history. Y'all like it? Thank you, Wayne. There, make a left turn. Make a left turn and make a right. All right. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, very clean city. Very nice. And all. Y'all like it? Thank you, Wayne. There, make a left turn. Make a left turn and make a right. All right. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, very clean city. Very nice. And all, like, my biggest takeaway from this city so far is just like this city's got a lot of soul. It's got a lot of character. You know, like, look at this. You just don't see this in other parts of China. Thank you, Wayne. You just, like, you literally just don't see this. Look at this. Look at that. You know, this freaking building is all pink. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. I know, I'm telling you guys, man, I'm getting more and more humble with each passing day because you guys humble the hell out of me. I was always a very, thank you all things, I always had a lot of swag, a lot of bravado in my life. And some people have always warned me. They said, life is going to teach you a lesson. Life is going to teach you a lesson. I've yet to get that lesson in life. But ever since I started streaming, man, and I started just interacting with so many people every day, I've become a lot more humble. This channel is very successful. We've become very successful on TikTok. I've actually gotten more humble as a result. If you look at me, really the last 7 months of me streaming, what exactly has changed? You think I got some new shoes? You think I got some new sunglasses? You think I got some new stuff? Everything's exactly the same. 7 months ago, I was like this. Today, I'm still like this. You guys have really humbled me, man. Because mostly, the biggest reason you guys have humbled me, I'm going to explain why, man. The biggest reason you guys have humbled me is the fact that so many of you guys show love to a total stranger on the internet. This kid from North Carolina you never met before. Y'all write me the most beautiful notes. The messages that I get on TikTok and Discord are some of the most beautiful messages ever. Yeah, I get some hate occasionally, but not that much. 1%, 5%. Y'all have humbled the hell out of me. Thank you, Miss T. Y'all have humbled the hell out of me. And y'all have actually made me a lot more calm. There's a lot more situations, to be honest, man, where, like, I used to get upset over very little things. Like, for example, if I was checking in at a hotel and things didn't go smoothly, I would get upset very easily. Nowadays, I've actually become a lot more calm as a result of streaming. Because I've just, like, got so much to be grateful for. It's actually calmed me down a lot these last few months. Now, like, just a lot more calm, a lot more chill, a lot more laid back. Follow the channel and please and share this live stream. More mindful, but definitely more demure. I really do think I've become more demure. And thank you, Wayne. Thank you so much, Wayne. Thank you, Toriel, Electron, and Laney. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. You guys are a great influence indeed. No. Now my throat hurts, but still feel pretty good. Thank you, Sandra and Macabello. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. All right. Dylan, if you're still watching this, I'm gonna try to walk a little bit faster. so I can get there faster. You still watching this, Dylan? Thank you, Yandra. We're gonna go and get some authentic Russian food. Big Lem. You see, look at this. Hold up. You see this comment that Big Lem just said? Like, Dylan, you watch. I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm walking my ass off. That's the reason why I become humble. So, that's the reason why I become humble. I'm not gonna say any names, but there's someone in our community over here, the Monkey Kong community, someone who's a part of our Monkey Kong family, who messaged me 2 days ago. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna give you any suggestions as to who it is. Just got diagnosed with cancer. Makes me really sad to open up Discord and see a message like that waiting for me in Discord. So this is why, like I said, man, that's why I try to live every day to the fullest. Because you never know what'll happen. You never know what'll happen in life. Do my best. God is watching me. I'm gonna do my best. And when it's time for me to hand in my report card, I gotta be able to live with what I did. So I'm very, very happy with where I am in life now. Let's keep moving. Let's go get something to eat. I get messages like that all the time, by the way. You know, folks who, you know, aren't as fortunate as many of us are to be able to go everywhere, to travel. And, you know, they tell me they watch me on TikTok. They watch me on this freaking app on TikTok. Like, show them things that they may not have an opportunity to see. So that's one of the reasons why I become more humble. All right, let me look at the map, make sure we're going the right way. Oh, thank you, Tessa, and Love My World. Thank you very much. God is watching. Man, I can't say I'm a good man, but I will tell you this, man. I'm trying. I'm definitely trying to be a good person. You know what I mean? I tell you this, I feel a lot more grateful nowadays than I did before. Count my blessings a lot more. What's up, Nisha? Yeah, man, Robert, it snows hard over here. It snows really hard over here in the city of Harbin. It's a very winter. That's why it's such a beautiful place. Oh my God, here come the loudspeakers again. Look at my mans over here. Look at him. Look at my mans over here. Thank you, Cash Money. Thank you, Satan. We're going to a Russian restaurant right now. Look at my mans over here. Marina, I'm telling you, it's not about a big heart, man. I have a big brain. I think about a lot of things. You know what I mean? I think that's also my biggest problem, Marina, is I think too much. If I didn't think as much in my life would be a lot simpler. My life would be a lot easier if I didn't think as much. That's my biggest problem. I think way too much. You know, I'm always thinking. Sometimes I honestly wish I didn't think that much. Thank you, Tessa Wilson. Thank you, Ikaika. Let's keep it moving. We should almost be there. Walk a little bit faster. Thank you, Duda. I'm just being human, that's right. I think a lot. See, that's the problem. You see, like, whenever I have a bad live stream, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a little real, man. You know why me and Panda, my business partner, we get along so well? Do you guys know why we get along so well? I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys why we get along so well. She has the opposite personality as me. Okay, I am a dog. I am aggressive. I'm demanding. She is like the most gentle, kind, and accommodating person I've ever met in my life. She is a blessing. This is why the channel works. It's because I know I'm an asshole. I know I make unrealistic demands. I know that we work super, super hard, and a lot of people aren't able to keep up with the pace that we do things. But the reason why she and I work is because she knows that we are trying to do something great, to do something good and positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a bad live stream, let's say 2 days ago, where the place that we went to was kind of boring. People didn't really like it. Okay, thank you, Lakeisha and Linus. Like, she is actually willing to listen to my feedback about why that place was not good, why the people didn't like it. Thank you, Alinas. And we make changes. We make changes to the way we do things based on the feedback from the viewers, right? And like, we have brutally honest conversations. We're super, super honest with each other. If it's good, if it's good. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, it's bad. We have brutally honest conversations with each other. And like, that's honestly the reason why this channel works. It's just because of how brutally honest we are with each other. And she doesn't get her feelings hurt. You know, she doesn't get her feelings hurt at all. She's one of those people. She's one of the toughest people I ever met in my life. Because like, sometimes, because I'm on the ground, I'm doing this on the ground. And I thank you, Raven and B1. And if I tell her, I said, look, this place that we went to earlier today was some bullshit. We can't ever go to a place like that again. She's not gonna get upset listening to this. She's not gonna get angry. Thank you, Alinas and David and Ian and Akaika. What up, Ian? Damn, we've been streaming for so long. Ian is here. She doesn't be like, you know, she's not like, thank you, Ian and B1. She's not like, ah, man, I wanna argue back with you. We just work. You know what I'm saying? She's just a good human being, a good person. That's also another reason why, by the way, I become humble. A lot more humble is actually because of her. So let's keep it moving, y'all. Follow the channel. A lot of mutual respect. That's right. A lot of mutual respect. A lot of mutual respect. Hey, I'm getting her a new iPhone, by the way. I have to get a new iPhone because we need to stream with the best equipment, but I'm getting her a new iPhone. Thank you, Duda and CV. I'm getting her a new iPhone. You guys know, man, I don't really like to buy a bunch of things. But somehow, actually very, oh no. Oh no. Thank you, John. Oh no. Ooh, I got some bad news. Oh no. Ooh. Damn. I just realized, man, I left my charger back in my hotel room. Which unfortunately means that I'm gonna need to get like something to hold my phone up when we get to the restaurant. That was very idiotic of me. I left my phone back in the freaking hotel. Oh, sorry, left my charger. So let's see if this is gonna work. Ay, 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 ay. I will tell her y'all said hello. I will tell her y'all said hello. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. That was a very amateur mistake. It's a very uncharacteristic mistake. Ay, 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 ay. Hold up 1 second, y'all. Hold up 1 second. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, we may have hope yet. We may have hope yet. I have a little Wi-Fi router that also doubles as a battery pack. So let's see if this will work. Let's keep moving. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being lackadaisical over here. I left my charger in my room, which also acts as a phone stand. So hopefully this will work. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, we're almost at the restaurant. Please work. Thank you, Duda. We charging now. All right, good. We charging now. All right, let's keep it moving. We are charging indeed. So hopefully that'll give us. Find something at that restaurant that's going to be able to hold my phone up because I didn't bring my charger. That was dumb. That's not what I usually do, man. That's very uncharacteristic of me. That was not smart. Little Jane. He said, stop making excuses. All right, we're almost there. Ay, ay, ay. All right, left here. Yeah, you guys know I'm hard on myself. I'm not usually very lackadaisical. I don't lose a lot of things. I don't leave a lot of things behind. Probably left in such a rush this morning. Just forgot it back in my room. All right, we'll figure it out at the restaurant. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out at the restaurant. I just need to find a way to hold this phone up when we get there. Walk a little bit faster. Let's go over there. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. How are my parents? My parents are great. My parents are living a great life in North Carolina. My mom is obviously, you know, retired. She's a housewife. Thank you, Wayne and Jack. So they're doing great in life. Nothing to complain about. Keep it moving. Thank you, Pond Hopper. Do y'all want me to, listen, let me ask you guys a question. Do y'all want me to end it right now and come back in 30 minutes when I'm all seated and situated in the restaurant? Or do you guys want to go there with me? Because I could do that. There's still a little bit more of a walk ahead of us. I'm very hungry. And I got to get set up at the restaurants. Y'all want me to keep going, or I could come back in 30 minutes? Want to go with me? Yeah, I think by the time the moderator's done with the poll, we're already going to be there. Thank you, Wayne. All right, we're almost there. You know what? Let's just keep it moving. Thank you, Peony and Wayne. You know what, man? Let me just stay on. There's a lot of people watching right now. I'll just stay on. I'll just walk a little bit faster. Thank you, Wayne. Now my right arm is really getting an exercise because this battery pack is heavy as hell. Thank you, Duda and Charlie Lambert. This freaking battery pack. I'm telling you, my right arm is gonna be muscular after the end of this. Thank you, Duda. It is heavy. Thank you, Vicky. Let me try something else. Let me separate this thing over here. Thank you, Dr. Debbie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Sonny E. Charlie Lambert. Thank you, Lady Def and Steve. But no, look, I'll tell you this, man. It's been a very interesting stream today. We walked through the streets of this northern city. We talked a lot about life today. A lot of ramblings from me. Been a very interesting stream today. I appreciate you guys for being with me. Thank you, Marcus, and keeping me company. You know, before I started doing TikTok, I think I mentioned it before, man, I would sometimes sit in my room by myself. I would like literally just talk to myself about a lot of the things that I was thinking in my head because I'm used to being alone. Thank you, Wayne and Sonny E. You know, I used to just be able to do a lot of self-thinking, self-talking, and now I have you guys to talk to. So I stream in the evening every single day. I think it might be too early for you. I usually start streaming at 6 p.m. my time. So it's like 6 a.m. on the East Coast. I'll start streaming at 6 p.m. again today with a little dinner stream, and then we'll go in the streets. I know, and you guys listen. That's what I love about it. You guys remember when we were doing all that talking back there, our views actually went up. That was kind of crazy. Our views actually went up when we're 5 minutes away from the restaurant. So our views actually went up quite a bit when we were just doing all the yapping. So, thank you, Tessa Wilson and Akaika. Rich from Jersey. I'm live, baby. Oh, Aaron, sometimes I just talk to myself. I don't need to do that anymore, man, because I stream every day for like 7 hours. So, let's keep going. All right, we're almost there, almost there. Thank you, AKM. Thank you, Shauna and Nandita. I'm walking extra fast and holding this battery charge in my head. This thing is heavy. But we're almost there. Like 3 minutes away. It'd be really sad if this place was closed. Hey, by the way, man, if my battery is dying as I'm streaming, can y'all imagine the people who watch me from beginning to end? Thank you, Cindy. Especially folks who watch like 3 hours, 4 hours in one of those like long marathon live streams. What the hell happens to your phone's battery? You know what I mean? What happens to your phone's battery? You know what I mean? Thank you, PTM. Phone's on the charger. Jocelyn said, give me my life back. We're almost there. You're plugged in? That's good. Your phone stays charged. I go to phone number 2. It's plugged. Thank you, Grizel. We're in bed. It's connected to the wall. Y'all lucky. I'm getting burnt up by the sun over here. We're almost there. Thank you, Snorlax. Snorlax still awake in Michigan. Vivian said, I'm retired. Cool. All right, we're gonna stream a very legitimate Western meal today. So there's gonna be no Chinese food for lunch today. We're gonna stream a very, very nice Chinese, Western, I believe it's a Russian meal, but it could just be Western food. It's actually it's a pretty expensive restaurant. Thank you, Hannah and Akaika. It's not a cheap restaurant that we're going to today. Thank you, Fuel Heal Meal. Thank y'all for all the love. We take around, we turn left over here and we should be there. So this should be a very fancy restaurant. We should be all right. Thank you, Fuel Heal Meal. Thank you, Raisha. Cindy, you've been watching me for 3 hours. I love it. Thank you, Akaika, ADS, Grizel. All right, we've arrived at the plaza. If they close, we can always get Burger King. If they are closed, we can always get Burger King. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whew. See, if we're closed, we can always get Pizza Hut. It's all good. Thank you, Hannah. That's because this is a big city of 9.5 million people. And it's a tourist city, just like Vegas. We almost there. This restaurant is called Portman. Dude, I have a feeling now that this is actually gonna be a very high-end restaurant, y'all. I don't really know what I'm walking into, but I got a feeling now this actually might be a very high-end restaurant. I see it. I see the restaurant now. It's right there. Yep, this is it. This is it right here. Portman Restaurant. Portman Restaurant. Russian restaurant. Here it is. All right, we've arrived, everybody. We've arrived at the Russian restaurant. Oh, hell no. Tell me I ain't gotta wait in line. God, please tell me this is not a line.哎呀，取号。好，别问。你们中午不打烊是吧？一直开。Oh man. Thank you, Pookie. Oh man. Oh man. Man, that was a very fancy Russian restaurant. There's no dress code. We got some bad news, y'all. We got 12 tables ahead of us. We got 12 tables ahead of us. Damn, people here this rich? $30 a head, and we got 12 tables ahead of us. All right, what we do then? What we gonna do? This is obviously a very good restaurant. There's a lot of people waiting here. There's gonna be another feedback moment with Panda later today. Don't pick these types of fucking restaurants that are full of people. You know what I mean? It's gonna be another feedback moment with Panda later this afternoon after this live stream. Don't be picking these restaurants where everybody and their mama is here. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody and their mama is here. Oh man. Should we wait? Oh. Yeah, or make reservations. I don't think you could make reservations. I think it's one of those places you gotta come here and get a number. So should I come back? Should I get off this live stream after like 30 minutes and come back?
到里面领号，自己去，咱自己得领个号。
哎。Go somewhere else. Should I stay or should I go? There's only one thing to do. Open up my Yelp app, Chinese Yelp app, see what's nearby. Ay.
面包先吃，一会儿买面包。饿了可以买面包可以吃。
There's always hot pot. Thank you, Dave. Dylan, what would you want me to do? Dylan, do you want me to wait? Or do you want me to keep moving? Thank you, David. Ay. You know what? I got a different restaurant to take you guys to. Muslim food. Let me take you guys to some Chinese Muslim food. Duda and Eric's, let me ask if they have a bar. We're gonna lag a little bit. Hold on one second. Hey, 你们这有没有一个人可以坐的吧台啊 ？Bar seating， 吧台有吗？可以坐吗？一个人可以坐吗？
吧台坐不了，
坐不了是吗？
对。
好，前面还有多少桌？
你多少号？
我 A41。
A 多少
？41。
A41。还有11桌。还有
11桌是吗？大概要多久啊？你理解？
时间不确定。
他这个只能现场领号是吧？不能网上订。
对。
OK。那如果说过号了怎么办？
过号拿新的号。
拿新的号，好 ，OK， 好，谢谢。Eating good over here, man.
是不是在付吗？
Let me take you guys to a Chinese Muslim restaurant. The wait is too long. It's gonna take at least 35, 40 minutes. Let me take you guys on a 5-minute walk. Let's go get some Chinese Muslim food. And they said you can't make a reservation online. You have to come in person to get a number. So it's another feedback moment for our little team over here. So let's keep it moving. All right, let's go get some Chinese Muslim food right now. That's a lesson learned. Don't go to these popular restaurants because it will be a long ass wait. But you know what? That actually just motivates me to come back tonight at 6 p.m. and eat here. Whenever I can't have something, I feel even more, I feel like I want it even more. It actually motivates me to come back at 6 p.m. today and eat here. I'm actually gonna come back today I'm actually gonna come back today at 6 p.m. I'm gonna have dinner here. I'm gonna stream. Well, see, Phil Hill Meal, they don't take reservations. So let's just go get some Muslim food. Let's get some Chinese Muslim food. Keep it moving. Somebody suggested we get a drink at Burger King. Yeah, it's gonna be in your morning time. Apparently this is a very popular restaurant. A lot of people come here. It's a very hyped up restaurant. That's a lesson learned today. Thank you, W Blower. That's a very hyped up restaurant. Everybody wants to come here. Alright, let's go get some Muslim food. Some Chinese Muslim food. Be there in 5 minutes. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you very much. It's a very popular restaurant. I'm gonna be very nice today when I give Panda this feedback. Let's try not to go to these Instagram type of restaurants where everybody and their mama and all the tourists are wanting to go. I'm gonna give this feedback very nicely to her today. Let's keep it moving. I'm gonna be very nice and gentle when I give her this feedback. Hey, we just got over 500,000 likes. That's good. Thank you, Eric's, man. What up, Eric's? What's up, Eric's? Thank you, Akaika. Thank you very much. No, not very often. People don't get hit here very often. Look, there's a million things running through my mind right now. There is actually a Haidilao right here where we can get some hot pot. Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I am in a very, somehow I ended up in a very commercial, very crowded area. Right, there's probably a line at Haidilao as well. That's a good point, Comb. When you think about that, it's the holiday. It's a 3-day holiday. All right, we're almost there. This restaurant, the reviews isn't very good. It's only 4.1 stars out of 5. But let's go ahead and see how it is. You never know until you get there. How often do I run into Americans? Hardly ever. I can count with 2 hands the number of times I've run into an American, a fellow American here, streaming. So the answer is hardly ever. Hit that follow button and share this live stream, please. We're looking for some lunch here in the city of Harbin. We've been streaming for over 3 hours now. It's been a very successful, very happy, very good stream. I apologize for not being able to get into that restaurant. I need to come back later this evening. Thank you, Akaika. Oh my God. Where am I? What is this place? Look at all the people across the street. Where am I? People everywhere. Yeah, Charlie, we made it to Hollywood.哎，你好，那个 XT 你们有吗？XT 里面有吗？
查什么？
华为的那个新的手机有吗？最新的那个3个的那个有吗？
有，
在里面啊？
啊，新来的都这，哎呀，上老了，下楼，下楼。
Thank you, Tay. I wanted to show you guys in person the newest Huawei trifold phone. The first one in the world. They've never made one before anywhere by any brand. They just came out like a week ago. I wanted to show you guys a live sample, but I gotta go down into the basement. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. Ay. I'm telling you guys, man, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, man. Hold up. Hold up 1 second. There, but I did something really dumb. We're almost there, but I did something really stupid. Which back earlier at an intersection, I had a chance to cross the street. I didn't. And now I want to cross the street again. They got to go inside the underground tunnel. Tunnel. Which means I'm gonna lose my signal. So I had to cross the street. You can't even get back on the sidewalk. It's all sealed off. Hey. It's all good. We're gonna keep it positive. We have reached the restaurant. The question is, how do I get on the sidewalk without having to hop this fence? Look, I can't get on the sidewalk. I might have to hop this fence. Hey, thank you, Ian, for moderating. I've been streaming for over 3 hours, Ian. Now I'm hungry. I'm looking for something to eat.
哎，咱那时候买热气咋不上这儿来呢？
哎，我想来一个。
先跟马说啊。
你们的特色是这个牛肉面是吗？
对。
能不辣吗？
可以啊。
来一个。
那个招牌牛肉面，或者是这个辣子免辣也能做。
招牌牛肉面哦，在那儿哦，来个招牌牛肉面，来个招牌牛肉面，不要辣。
不要辣。
对，然后这些小菜怎么卖？
素菜是6块钱一份，可以拼3样。
6块钱一份可以拼是吗？
对，可以拼3样。
哦，可以拼3样，我来一份，我来一份，然后我来一点，我来点这个，对，你给什么的？哦，多来点这个，多来点这个，对，然后来点那个，黄瓜辣吗？
微辣。
哦，那不要，全部这个，全部这个，
全部的。
对，全部都是这个。给你们给带。好。
一碗面一个小菜，
对，
还有别的吗？
这是怎么卖？这是放在肉，这是放在那个面里面的吗？
对，也可以蘸蒜泥吃，然后也可以放面里，都可以。
这是牛肉是吧？
酱牛肉。
好，我来一份这个，这个怎么卖？
这个是24。
20份是有，我来一份这个。然后你们还有？
还有烤串，还有卤的那个卤蛋，还有肠啥的。瘦了。
没有熟。哦。这是什么东西啊？我知道。
那个是做面的，就是招牌牛肉面的那个牛肉。
哦，这招牌牛肉面的牛肉，好，那是这个怎么卖？这一个14一个是吧？我就来一份这个，来一份这个，来一份这个，然后来一个那个面，这个饼子面，这个饼子是什么？什么东西啊？烤饼，它里面有的是我就这样，好，谢谢你。
一共是46。
好，你扫我还是我扫你啊？
小桌码是。看能吃点啥？
好的。So this lunch right here is $6.40. And I ordered a noodle. We got a vegetable dish. 46是吧？哦，这个直接拿吗？
可以。你要蘸蒜泥吃吗？
不需要。
那好。
我随便挑一个吗？还是从后面拿出来？随便挑一个。
都是今天制作的。
好的，那我就拿这个。好，谢谢。
加1盘还是加1两？ 你们面小野不肉，还有别的吗？辣椒。
All right. All right, man. This is our $6 lunch. I thought this place was gonna be a little bit fancier, but we got a bowl of their authentic noodles, which doesn't have a lot of meat in it. But now we ordered our own extra meat on the side. We have a vegetable dish, and the noodles are handmade. The noodles are all handmade. I could hear them making the noodles. Actually, let me show it to you. 你们的面条都是手工做的吧？ See, all the noodles are handmade. The $6 lunch right here. Thank you, Kaika. All handmade noodles, so nothing frozen, nothing refrigerated. It's beef. Lexi is beef. Thank you, Fuel Hugh Meal. It's beef. We're eating beef. And 我的那个不要辣，不要辣。好。Thank you, Fuel Hugh Meal. I'm not in the kitchen. I'm outside. She said I could film. This is an open air kitchen right here. Look at the way he does it. Thank you, Lexi. This is a Muslim Chinese restaurant. It's probably my bowl of noodles, actually. Thank you, Kaika. I know, Charlie. I know, Charlie. Not an easy job. So anyway, all this was only $6.50. Look at the way he makes the noodles. That's like art right there, man.